campfire was so cozy, I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But do you feel all the winds have shifted? They'll have borne Heavensward back to the skies above Zenith, I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon it with a toot of that on that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now. If it's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. Zenith. I think we pretty much just have to take this spiral up. Oh. Follow the stairs. This is the spiral up. Okay. Grab the other current while we're here. There's that. And now the destination. The destination. There we go. I'm really good at that. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude? Speakest of the name of a creature that but would await the release of oblivion. Leave me.
Either 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Heavensward, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak her name, mortal.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Uh-huh. Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the past for thee, did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king among worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Such gods are not summoned, but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced faith.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death. And thou wouldst speak to me of peace? Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth, then tell me thou deservest forgiveness. "1,200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. Two centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elazin learned much about us, not least that the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength. "'Twas out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thordan then conspired to do all that our people had achieved together. With the aid of Isilil knights, that most noble of Elis had lured my brood sister Ratatoska into an ambush, and took from her that which she craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger, of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elas and allies. They had torn out her eyes, and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thordan and some few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the field. Such is the truth that the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. 'Tis a song my kind shall ne'er forget, e'en should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thordan's people to suffer for his sin till the end of days. That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment, those who abandon their own and side with dragonkind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Know that all the traitors' progeny bear a trace of Ratatoska's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then, the seed lies within us.
'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus they are transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one, through death or defection, my brood brother shall account for all of the betrayer's children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment.
Well, you'd be wrong, Athlino. Not the first time.
But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain!
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight into the bitter end. Like thee, Dragoon. But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest 2 score and 10. 50? And Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Always Kato's here. This is a Kato stream. Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Yeah, good luck with that. Stubborn child. Thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. "'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Radatoskar's wounds. How could he not be driven mad? "'Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me." But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Well, that didn't work. Svolger was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power, The will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. Shit, buddy. Could have told you that. It was barely worth it.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
It's not wrong.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
No.
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
Nidhogg
A
is
moment
the
to
dragon's war.
You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him?
I'm like really strong, Alfino.
Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
Let me punch him in the face.
In
We'll be
close
fine.
combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe.
Yep, let me punch him in the face. Come on.
But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
So that I can punch him in the face.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Someone will never drop their war no matter what, yes.
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
I guess we go this way. Isel, it's okay. False god is this Shiva. What manner of phantom have I welcomed to my heart?